Welcome back to Midlife Chaos. Today's video is going to be about improving your life in a different health style. So what I mean by that is the carnivore diet. So the carnivore diet is something that I've been on right at a year. March 15th is going to be my 1 year marker. So it's only a few days away. I'm going to wait until the 15th to take my last photo of a before and after, but I'm going to show you the before and after of when I started at 360 pounds and when I finished at 11 months at 355 pounds. So I lost 105 pounds within 11 months here. It was right at 100 pounds on the 10-month marker. So I can go ahead and kind of throw up a spreadsheet or a side-by-side of all the photos that I took here to show you guys what that looks like. So let's go ahead and talk about the carnivore diet. And I'm just a regular dude. I'm not some science engineer, technology kind of guy, but my family encouraged me to make this type of video to share with the world to see if it would help you guys. If you're not into the carnivore diet, don't do it. You don't have to do it. That's perfectly fine. If you are into it, cool. If you want to give it a shot, cool. But there are some warnings that I'm going to let you know of, and I'm going to let you know the honest truth on everything here. I'm not going to BS you on anything. There are some side effects to it at the start and then along the way, and we'll talk about those side effects here. And then if you want a breakdown of like all the foods I ate, I kind of kept track of some of them. I didn't write them down, but I got a track in my head because it's pretty much a consistent thing on what I do. I'll kind of run through that in this video, but if you want to break down it all and you want to go all sciencey and go more in depth with it, let me know. We can go ahead and make another future video on that or break this down into segments. This video is kind of going to be a long string video of me talking, telling you my process, what I've done so far, and then completely off the subject. If you guys don't like this background, let me know. This is my first video ever on this channel after my intro video. I'm just kind of trying out different things. So back to the carnivore diet. With that said, when you're going to start, what I ask of you to do is give it 2 weeks and see how amazing you feel within 2 weeks, and then push past those 2 weeks to 2 months. On that 2-month marker, you're going to want to stop, but you're going to look back and you're going to say, man, I feel so much better. There's no point in stopping. If you can push past that 2-month marker, make it to 5 months, you're never going to stop. It's going to feel great. You're not going to have sugar cravings anymore. You're going to feel amazing. And I'm going to tell you all the side effects now at the start so you know what you're getting into, especially after you stop. I don't know what happens when you stop because I haven't stopped for a year. I'm hoping that it doesn't kind of revert back to the start, the few weeks here at the start, because the reason why is they have, I forget what it's called. It's some kind of keto sickness or keto flu, they call it. And it's basically where you poop a lot. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is basically diarrhea right after the first 2 weeks is when mine started. So from the second week, almost all the way until the second month that I said if you can make it to, then that's how long it took my gut to reproduce and to get used to the changes and the side effects there. Now, I was losing massive amounts of weight at the start. So let's just kind of break it down. The first month, I lost 20 pounds. At the start, though, I thought it wasn't working. So within that first 2-week period, I did lose about 6 pounds or so, which is amazing in a week, don't get me wrong, but I was 360 pounds when I started, and I wanted it to just go. I stepped on the scale every day. You don't have to, but I'm just one that wants to see the numbers. People say don't step on the scale and look at it. It's going to make it slow. It does make it slow, but I would rather know that I'm making some kind of progress or no progress. And there's going to be multiple days where it says that no change has happened at all. It's going to be like that more often the later down the line that you get. But don't get discouraged. Just keep doing it. I highly encourage you to stay on top of that so you can stay in track with what you're doing. So with all that said, let's get back to the start here. So within the first 4 days is all that it took me. It may take you longer depending on what weight you start at or what health conditions you started at. Whenever I was 360 pounds, the reason why I started this whole thing is I run a secondary YouTube channel, and I could actually catch myself kind of wheezing in those videos if I listened close enough. And that's just embarrassing. That was enough to wake me up and say, man, you got to get control of your life. When I would go to bed, I would hurt. All my joints hurt. I felt like I had arthritis. Within those first 4 days, man, my joints felt buttery smooth. They were already feeling better. And I know that sounds astronomical. It sounds like I'm BSing you, but it wasn't. I hear multiple people say that they within like a week's time or 2 weeks' time, they feel great. It only took me 4 days, and that's probably because I started on it as soon as I noticed that kind of wheezing and that pain in my hands. That could be a factor into it. Now, with that said, after 4 weeks, about 2 weeks went by. That felt great. I felt good. My knee wouldn't click anymore. It was awesome. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this for a while. But this is where I started doing research because I started getting those side effects. You're constantly using the restroom, and it's not fun. So you're going to want to make sure you're around like a restroom. I still had complete control of my bladder and all of that stuff. So if you're worried about like being somewhere and you can't control it, as long as you can control normal functions, you're fine. You don't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about that, but you still want to be somewhere that you can get to relatively quick. So after that, the first month and a half, I seen 20 pounds gone, 30 pounds gone in a month and a half. And I was like, man, this is really working. And obviously, because we're using the restroom pretty often. But with that said, I was like, man, when is this going to stop? Like, you're like, you can stop already. Luckily, right about that 3/4 of a month after the first month into 2 months, then I could see it slowing down, and then it felt good, and I haven't had an issue since that 2 months there. There was that point right before 2 months where I was like, man, maybe I should just quit this. It can't be healthy. But that was just my body getting used to the change there, going from like vegetables, carbs, those types of things. Your body's just trying to get used to it there. So if you can make it to that 2 month marker, just past that, what they call keto flu, I don't think I had it as extreme as what some people say. It's just mine was longer, but it wasn't like violently extreme or anything. Sorry to be gross and gory or detailed or whatever. I just want to be as blunt and possible with you guys as a regular dude in the world. I see all these things that kind of sugarcoat it, and I just know that you guys want the honest truth. So with that said, after the 2 months, we went into 3 months, and that's when it started dropping. So went from 20 pounds in the first month, and then 20 pounds the second month. Then we went down to 10 pounds lost in the third month, and then 10 and 10 in the fourth and fifth. So we're now up to 70 pounds lost in 5 months. This is what it looks like before, and here's the 5 month marker. And that's ultimately when I decided I'm probably never gonna change. As good as ice cream sounds, I'm not gonna eat it. And there's not really a point. As soon as you hit that 5 month marker, it's just like sugar doesn't even exist to you anymore. You can go through candy aisles, not have cravings, those types of things. And I know it sounds like crap, it sounds like BS, but I honestly have come to believe that sugar is literally just a drug that you have to get off of. And then once you kick that drug, you don't think about it anymore. So it's been a great experience. Ever since that 5 month marker, what I did is I started working out because I seen it drop off of that 10 pounds every month, where I'd only get like 5 pounds on the 6th month. I was like, man, we're slowing down. We went from 20 to 10, now to 5. I want this stuff to come off fast. So I started working out, and that changed nothing. If anything, it might have slowed it down more because I was putting on muscle mass. So And I forgot to mention, this whole time I did 0 workouts at all. In that 5 months, lost the 70 pounds. 0. Absolutely no workout at all. So on the 6 month or 6.5 month area, after I seen that 5 pounds, and I was like, man, I want this to come off, I started working out very lightly, mind you. I would do 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups every single day, no matter what, for the first week. Then I jumped to 20 push-ups on the second week, every single day, and 20 sit-ups every single day, no matter what. Even if I couldn't do it, I would force myself to do it over a course of time, just get those out. The 3rd and 4th month, I just went to 30 and I stopped there. I can now do 30 push-ups consistently without stopping. I know that sounds like a joke to maybe some of you guys, but to me, that's phenomenal. I think that's amazing that I can do that nonstop without having to worry about anything. After that, after I seen the weight loss slowing down even more, I thought to myself, eventually I'm gonna make this video for you guys, and I want to show you guys how much weight loss you can lose without working out at all. So I went back to not working out at all. And I know that sounds like an excuse to not work out, but in a way it kind of is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but it is also something that I wanted to show you guys on and see how possible this really is. Because I've seen so many people do this, and then they incorporate working out, not working out, and then doing all this special stuff. Mine is as basic as it gets. So after that, I did 0 working out. And then I went back to 5 pounds lost, 5 pounds lost, maybe 2 pounds one month, and then 3 pounds the next month, all the way down the line. Right on the 10-month marker, I lost 100 pounds, almost exactly on the dot. Here's a before and after of the 10-month marker here. And then we are now on 11 months and almost that full 1-year marker. So that has been my entire journey of this process. I know I probably skipped over things, backtracked on things on here to re-talk about them. If I missed something or stuttered or you are interested in something, let me know down in the comments below. I'll try and answer what I can or make a separate video on it. I think I've kept you guys here long enough. If you guys have stuck around this long, and this is my first video ever on this channel, I'd appreciate it if you like, follow, and subscribe. I can't wait to show you guys some other cool videos. Our channel is about improving your life, such as this video here, having some fun by testing out cool things, and then doing reviews on cool different items as well. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. It was a pleasure talking with all of you, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.